my name is Katie Carson. If you are new around here, welcome to Royalty Soaps, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today is the final Alice in Wonderland soap. It has been highly requested. It was, oh, hello. Hello, sweet pea. Oh, she found a duck. Say hello. And again, for those of you who are new, this is my daughter, Lily. We have another bun in the oven, but this is the one out of the oven. She's more of a muffin now, less of a bun. Okay, bye-bye. Have fun on your adventure. Bye-bye. See ya. She's waving at me really big, and it's funny, Lily does not wave like this, like a normal kid. She waves side to side. Anywho, today is the final Alice in Wonderland soap. I keep being like, oh, this one's my favorite. Oh, that one's my favorite. But I really like the Mome Wrath one. I have to admit, that one probably is my favorite, but this is a close second. Caleb goes through this long narration in this video about why he thinks the White Rabbit is the best character, and I think it is hilarious, so I left the whole thing in. So without further ado, let's make some soap. The first thing that I have to do for this soap is actually not mixing up the oils and the lye water solution. It's measuring the column embed molds. Here are the column embeds. As you can see, some of them have been cut off so that the heart looks nice and clean. I obviously need to trim up the edge of this one. And you can get these column molds on Amazon, but you can also get them at Brambleberry, and the cheapest place that I found, even with the shipping, was still Brambleberry.
Hey, Katie.
Yeah?
That's a cool new table you got there.
Thank you. I was hoping you would notice. The table in the background, you guys, was built by my dad. I'll have to give you guys, when I show you the studio tour, a big rundown of how awesome it is. This tabletop is one that he put on top. It's made out of polypropylene plastic. There's two plastics that are really resistant to lye, and polypropylene is one of them. HDPE is the second one. Recycling codes, by the way, of 5 and 2. So if you're looking for containers, there's yourself a little helpful tip. Make sure there's a 5 or a 2 on the bottom. And it's either a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch thick. So it's really, really nice. And then he stabilized it all on the bottom. There's no wiggle, and it's not stainless steel, so it's not gonna like scratch up and smell weird every time you have to clean it. So on to the soap cutting. I've put the first one in. So now I'm just gonna measure the second one, make a little mark on the top, like right here, cut it, and then still a little big, so I need to cut some more off. And then put the second one in here, obviously easier to measure doing it this way. Cut that, and it fits right in, so good. Now I know that these are gonna fit in perfectly. These little hearts being measured and cut, I can now move on to mixing up my lye water solution and my oils together. Now I know I just said I'm gonna dump my lye water solution into my oils, but before I do that, I'm gonna add titanium dioxide straight into the lye water because the whole bottom half is gonna be white. So no need to add more water. You can just pour your whitener straight into the water. Okay, so now I'm gonna blend that in with my stick blender. And now I will simply add the titanium dioxide lye water solution straight into my oils. And blend on high until light trace. The fragrance oil we are adding today is Nature's Garden Mountain Fresh. I'm not sure if this is a duplication of something, but I bet it is. It smells like the best sort of like clean laundry detergent you've ever had. With the fragrance oil blended in fully, we can now start pouring our mixture into our molds. I have my 2 Brambleberry molds all set up and ready to go. So I'm gonna pour about half of my soap batter in. I'm just watching the line to see where that's gonna end up being. Same on this side. Pour about halfway up. And I'm gonna wait a few minutes for it to set up before we add the embeds. The soap has set up a little bit now, so let's put the little rabbit's heart in his vest. I'm gonna be very gentle and very careful when I do this. It can be righted if I mess up, but I'd rather just not mess up. And you can see now how handy dandy it is that I went ahead and measured beforehand, that everything fits in just right. And we're gonna take the rest of our white and cover the top gently. I've let it sit up to the point where I don't think it will move that middle embed. Sorry, I know I was covering up what I was doing that first time. I'll try to show you better on this side. I'm having to hold everything at a very awkward angle. Then once I have that first layer in there, I'll kind of bounce it around and make it even before I add the finishing layer on top. Just bounce this around, make sure there aren't gonna be any holes anywhere. I will probably not tap this down on the ground because like I said, I don't really want that embed in the middle moving. Frosting is all set up and ready to be piped. So I'm using a piping tip that I got from Amazon. And the inspiration photo that I used for designing this soap, I will show you guys right now. As you can see, the White Rabbit is in his little court costume for being with the Queen of Hearts. So he has the little heart on the front of his jumper. He's got the frilly little blue collar and his little trumpet and pocket watch. And that's what I'm trying to go for today. So that's why there's blue on the front of this. I thought about doing the look where he has his trousers on when he's like trying to get to the rabbit hole, but what with Valentine's Day coming up, I decided that the more hearts the better.
So when Katie told me that we were going to be doing this soap, I thought that was pretty cool because to me, I think the White Rabbit is the funniest character in at least the Disney version of Alice in Wonderland, because there are quite funny characters. Cheshire's kind of funny, Tweedledee and Tweedledum are quite funny, but I think
the oysters were curious too.
But I think they're a little more creepy than they are funny. The White Rabbit is about the only character who has speaking lines, and he's not, you know, a lot of speaking lines, and he's not creepy. Because there's just nothing intimidating about him. Like the other characters, they could possibly be malicious, they can, you know, have other intentions, maybe they're not completely crazy and they're just, maybe just a little demented, but with White Rabbit, it's just, he's obviously crazy, which is also funny because whenever you think of the crazy characters in Wonderland, it's all of them, they're all crazy, but you don't typically think of him as being one of the crazy ones. And I think that's funny that they made somebody who's just anxious and jittery, like, so
like
lovable.
He fits in too.
Yeah, he fits in too, and he's kind of lovable, and he's just a spaz, and it's really great. I like that character quite a bit.
Now that all the soap frosting is on, I'm gonna put on a little bit of the large hollow glitter on top before I add in my little embeds. I'm also gonna put just a quick spritz of snowflake sparkle just to give it a little extra something there on top. It's gonna look really nice and blue once it's cut. So if you're looking at the front of the bar, you're gonna have a nice blue that, you know, doesn't have any distraction, but we need a little something sassy for the top. Anxious sparkles.
Anxious, very jittery.
Jittery sparkles.
Very spaz.
We love a good sister sparkle. These are the embeds going on top, you guys, and I can tell you this quite honestly. These were the most painstaking, difficult embeds I have ever made. They are so thin. You can see here, they're just paper thin. And trying to get that pink and then putting the white over it and them not overlapping was just, I mean, oh, and I had to do like 68 of them. So it took forever. But was it worth it? Of course it was worth it. And if you guys want to get these ears for like, you know, Easter projects or springy projects coming up, then I will leave you guys a link to them down below. Your take on the White Rabbit, Caleb, is so fascinating. It's funny to, like, how long have you sat around thinking about this?
I came up with this when you said, I can't think of anything to talk about.
Hey, you're not supposed to out me like that.
I mean, everybody reaches their end when they just have to talk by themselves. It can't all be Jim. Sometimes it gets boring.
Also, in my defense, it is rather late at night and I have had a really long day.
It is quite late.
And I'm pregnant because I will milk that one for all it's worth. I am sticking these little ears in quite far because I really don't want them to break. Caleb, our kid, is kicking me in the stomach. Now you guys, because of these ears, because of the time-intensive nature of this soap, and I do mean hours and hours, what you see me making right here is the only soaps that are gonna be made. So there's gonna be 32 bars available of this. So if you really want one, you need to be at the shop at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on February 4th with the Wonderland and Valentine's Day release, because that's when these are going up. They're gonna go really, really fast. So if you want one, be there or be square. Also, if you guys see my bracelet that I'm wearing, it says Wipe Out Kids Cancer. You can go to www.wokc.org. This is a charity that is taking care of my family this year. They have been so wonderful. They've put together events for not only Pollyanna, but the whole family to try to just, you know, get away from the fact that cancer is here and provide a wonderful opportunity for parents and siblings to relax and just have fun together, and I am so grateful for them. It's kind of a big deal to be chosen to be a part of this program. We are so happy that Pollyanna gets to be an ambassador for WOKC this year. Okay, final ears going in. Got one there. The last one right here. Now that all the embeds are in, I'm gonna spritz the top with rubbing alcohol, and we are mostly done. I say mostly because there's another embed I have to put on once the soap is cut. Any guesses? Any guesses, anybody?
I know.
Caleb, shush!
Oh my gosh, those little ears. It's so cute. Let me just line this up in the front so that you can see even better. Is that not adorable? I can't wait to see the inside too. So we're gonna wait 18 to 24 hours and then we will come back and we will chop up all of the White Rabbit soaps after this quick commercial break.
So we are back the next day to cut the White Rabbit soap. I have Caleb in here in the studio with me. I also have Kenny in the studio with me for this momentous occasion. So I'm gonna press down gently. We are gonna get 2 sample bars out of this and they are gonna look really cool because of the heart. And let's take a look at one of these little White Rabbit soap pieces here. I'll slide that out. And this is what it looks like. So we've got the little red heart embed all centered up, and then of course we have the little blue collar and the ears sticking out of it. It's so cute because even though this is supposed to be like the middle of his shirt, it also kind of looks like his ears and like a little cute nose. It smells like the best laundry detergent you've ever smelled. And that white is stark. And I'm just, oh my gosh though, those ears, it's so cute. Now I'm gonna remove the rest of these bars and then we have one last little embed we have to put on. Have you guys guessed what it is? Have you been thinking about it? Well, if you guessed a pocket watch, you are the big winner and you are correct. So here I have some little melt and pour gold pocket watches. I will leave you guys a link down below to where I got them. I got them on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can get them on eBay and stuff too. They are really, really thin and the mold has about 6 different pocket watch sizes. I just like this one the best for my project. Okay, so we have our little soap set out here and here is my little pocket watch. So I'm gonna take a bit of melt and pour that I have already melted down and I'm gonna put it right, let's see, I think I'll put it right directly on the soap where I'd like the pocket watch to be. Then I'm gonna move him down. Perfect. Go to the next one right here. Just put a few little dots. Sort of put that where I want it, right there. And this last one right here, just a little dollop, and we'll put this in place. Oh my gosh, I cannot. It is so cute. And this is what the final White Rabbit soap looks like. I'm thrilled to death. it would not have been complete without the pocket watch. So Kenny now joins me with the question of the day.
So, would you rather, if you recognize somebody in public, you're at Walmart and you see your friend or your enemy, would you rather be forced to go and talk to them, or would you rather be forced to never get to talk with them?
So like even if it was like your mom or something, it's just like no, quick run away.
Yes, so you either have to avoid all of your friends or you have to go and talk with all those people that you didn't want to see you at Walmart.
I think my friends would understand, so I'm gonna go with avoiding the friends, because I think talking to the people you really don't want to talk to, that is an inconvenience I'm not willing to risk.
I have had a few times people yell, "Hey, that's Kenny! Hey, that's Kenny!" and just try to escape to the bread aisle.
What about you, Caleb? Have you been put in these awkward situations?
Not really. I don't see people when I go out, so I'll be forced to talk to them because that's gonna be essentially no one.
So if you would like to vote on this question of the day, simply click the I in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, what you gonna talk to? What are you gonna talk to? If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below. Be sure you do something fun for yourself today, whether that is cooking some spaghetti with this nice little claw thing that I don't actually know the name of. What is the name of this utensil? Or getting yourself a new handbag, even though your mother kind of thinks it looks like an old lady handbag. It's not an old lady handbag, it's just quilted, Mom. Either way, do something that makes you feel happy, and I will see you guys soon. In fact, I will see you guys really soon, because you guys know I always upload a video on release day, and that's only like 2 days from now. So until then, bye for now.